Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm taking you through the process of how a loafer shoe with tassels is made. Now every detail of this video is very important, so not to forget, make sure that you click on the like button, subscribe, notification button. This video will be divided into parts, so check the playlist to choose whichever you want to watch, or go through it one after the others, because every detail of this video counts. And so I want us to go into the class right now. Let's go. All right guys, welcome to class today. Today we'll be drawing the pattern on the loafer shoe that we want to make, and this is very wonderful and beautiful. This is a pattern as you've seen in the class, and just adjust the table for you to see clearly. And right now we'll be drawing the pattern on the leather. Okay, this pattern, this material is a skin leather. I'm using a skin leather. This is a croc skin leather, and I really love it so much because it has patterns on it, and not every part is the same. So trying to look for a way whereby we have to make sure that everything that we're drawing out the two legs will be exactly same. So let's see how it goes, and I'm sure it's going to come out very lovely. So the first thing you do is to mark out your pattern. Mark it out carefully. Mark it out carefully. Please, you have to try to make sure that the pattern does not shift. So that the things that you need to note, so that when you're marking, you'll not be having any issues. You can see that I'm trying to place some things on it so that it doesn't shift. All right. So I'm marking this out on the face of the leather. That's what I'm marking. All right. I'm marking on the exact face of the leather carefully. Here we go. I'm marking it around, and fill the space for the allowance. So in case. All right. So remember that we have a center pattern that is on it. So say we'll be bringing this one out on another piece of paper for the middle pattern. So what I want to do is I want to extend this a little bit because I decided to use a bigger lace for the pattern, for the shoe rather. So I just want to extend it a little bit because of the bigger lace I'm using. So I just did here, I just extended it a little bit because of the bigger lace that I'm using. Okay, so this is what we have for this. So the next we're going to do is the second leg. We want it to be the same, so we don't have to turn it like this, because the pattern has two patterns. A particular croc, the back of the croc here. So we want the pattern to look exactly the same. So let's just use the same way. So it looks as though it's the same leg that we're drawing, but when we start adjusting the pattern, we'll see that it will be left and right. Okay, carefully we do this together. The same thing I just drew there, that's what I'm drawing here. So it's not a big deal. So just mark it out where our middle pattern will be. This is it. That's the middle design. And remember that we have little allowance to this because we're using a bigger lace. So we just make sure that all those allowance that we put in the other leg is what we put here also. Okay. All right, just extend it a little. Very perfect. And here we go. All right, join them together. All right, so that is it for the pattern. Remember I told you I was still going to bring out this. So I'll take my cardboard, but before then, let me put this aside. And let's just bring this out on a plain sheet of paper. Bringing this out is not difficult at all. Not difficult at all. Just place this on your cardboard and mark it with your pen or your pencil, whichever you're using. Mark it. Very, very simple. Alright, so this is what we have. Then what we do is we connect them together. Alright, so I'm gonna just pick my scissors, then cut it out. Cut this out carefully. So I want to make sure that all the sides are the same, so that's why I'm folding it into two. So that when I'm done with it, everything will be exactly the same. I hope you can see clearly. Okay, so for this, okay. So you notice I didn't cut exactly on the line because I wanted the pattern to be just a bit wider, so I didn't cut exactly on the line. All right, so this will work perfectly well. For this, work perfectly well. All right, so this is all going to transfer to the leather. So to bring out our pattern for this, pick up our marker again. I want to add some extra allowance because I changed the last, so which is still gonna work. So I'll just add some extra allowance. All right, so don't worry about that because I didn't want to draw another pattern, so I just wanted to use the pattern. All right, so the next one I'm gonna be doing is to use this to draw the pattern out from the leather. All right, so we have this also. Okay, sure that it is well placed. All right, so I think we're good to go. As regarding that, we're good to go. So we'll be cutting out the leather. Let's cut out the leather. So pick up our scissors to cut the leather out. So I hope you can see it very clear. All right, so start cutting. Remember I told you I'm going to leave allowance. Okay, so all right, we cut on the line, exactly on the line. I'm not leaving any allowance. As you can see, I'm cutting exactly on the line. So make sure you cut on the line. All right, so okay, let me pick up the last. I want to use the last. This is the last I'm using for this. So we just put it on it and see how it goes. All right, look at it. Okay, so beautiful. All right. That was the reason why had it smaller. So I'm still going to reduce them, but just to be sure and to be safe. Okay, because I didn't use the exact last that I used in cutting the pattern. So I wanted to show you that at time whereby you just have to use maybe in a nori and you want to do some work perfectly well. You can see it's the pattern for on another last. But just make sure that it's accurate. Right, can you see? So what I see here now, you can see that this is perfect and it will work. So my extension, I can just reduce the allowance. The allowance I kept there is much, but it doesn't still mean anything. The work will still be done perfectly well. So you can see it's looking beautiful and lovely. All right, so the next we're going to be doing is to cut out the remaining part of the patterns. So I don't want to use that one to bore you. So just you see that, I'm sure you've seen how I cut it out. So just do the same thing, cut it out, then you move to the next phase. Just cut this at least. You can see since I did cut it before you, let me cut it before you so that you'll be able to see. I cut this on the line also. Cut this on the line. Okay, so this is going to go exactly on this. That's what it ought to be. But you can also, I'll tell you another way you can do it so that this list will not be too thick. So we'll have to cut out this particular side out so that this will be replacing it. So there's another way you can do it is that from your pattern drafting, all the way from your pattern drafting, you can omit this particular part. But I love to do this because so that I can use this for another pattern and I can still use it for this type of pattern. So that's to show that you can use one pattern for different designs if you know what you're doing. So we cut the other one out too. Since you've already seen that, we can skip that video so that we will not make the video unnecessarily long, because what we're doing here is still what we're going to do, or no, what we've done before. All right, most times what I do is this: if this leather wasn't thick, I'll just place it on it and it will be double. You understand? But since this is a bit thick leather, so what I'll just do is I'll remove this. I'll remove this from the picture. Yes. I'll remove this from the picture. So this is what we have. Why some people will just move it like this, and but still, I still have my marker that indicates where I'm going to place the strap, and this is what's going to happen. All right, we're going to have this, and everything's going to go well. So why for this place we're going to skive it so that the mark will not show on our leather. So it's very simple. All right, so same thing goes for the other leg, which we're going to fix also. It's a little bit forward and you're good to go. So what you just do is pick up your punching board where you can place, and if you have a good cutter, you skive this particular side. It's very important that you skive it, because if not, when you place this one on it, it's going to puff up and the mark will be showing. You don't really need that at all. That's not the professional work. So we're going to skive it very well. All right, so here we go. You can see this is looking very soft now, so I can place this on it and nobody will even know that maybe something was placed on it. So For us to gum this on it, we're still gonna scratch all this side so that the gum will be able to stay on it. So let's just finish the other one. Ma? Yes? Alright, so once we're done cutting that and skiving, we already skived the two. Okay, the next thing we're gonna be doing is to place this on this, but before then, we need to scratch this part so that the leather can stay without puffing out. Because you can gum it and the leather begin to puff up even after you stitch. So you need something that, because the face is a bit oily, so you need it to stay without puffing out. So please scratch it very well. How are you? How are you? You're fine. God bless you, my dear. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be doing is to pick up our... Amen. Yes. Pick up our gum, apply gum on this particular side, not on every part yet. That's the part that you are about to gum to the leather. Apply your gum on that part. Alright, so you apply your gum also on this part that you already scratched. Just getting it one step at a time. So I like to get dry. So the same thing I'm going to do to the face. Scratch this side very well. And either use this or use the sandpaper, whichever you will use. Alright, so apply my gum here. Remember that it's in the middle of the place that you marked, so don't let the gum go beyond the marking point for the center pattern. So please don't let it go beyond that. So once this is dry, I believe it is dry, so we just place it gently, still forming the shape and the design. Alright, so place it gently on it. Place it gently on it. Alright. Yes, take the light. And here we go. Aved. Thank you. So it's gonna be like this, but I'm not just gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna stitch it, so don't worry about coming out. I'm gonna stitch it. So this is what we're gonna be having. Alright. So I think we're getting there little by little. So the same thing we're gonna do to this side. Let it go down. Yes, perfectly done. And do the same thing there. You can use your mallet to hit it down. Then we're going to stitch. Once we stitch this, it will hold it down and there'll be no issues.